Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time that we did something about the inside of this clock tower. There's not much going on in it, and we're going to change that this episode. Yeah, the outside's all done, but we need to start work on the inside because, like I said before, this is going to serve as my storage space. But in a very unique way, I have something really interesting planned. But first, we're going to need to grab some materials. I wanted to try something different for the inside, and it requires a lot of dark oak, which I currently only have 8 saplings of, so I'm gonna go ahead and make some more of that. I should have plenty of bone meal. Yep, from the moss farm, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and take the pale oak ones down and then replace them with the dark oak. And then I'm gonna farm up a bunch of that real quick and then I'll be right back. I think I might be crazy. I probably am, but is it just me, or does the dark oak log look like it would taste good? Like on the list of blocks that look like that aren't food that look like they would taste good, I think the dark oak is probably on the top of that list. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think the tastiest block would be? And since I'm going to be making a lot of shelves for this project, I'm gonna try to remember to strip all the logs beforehand. So I'm just gonna hold right click here and just keep mining these as I go. That way I don't have to strip them again like later. Oh, and you're probably noticing I have a elytra on. So a fun little thing that happened in between episodes is we went and fought the dragon. I actually ended up getting the kill on the dragon. Unfortunately for me though, all my footage got corrupted. It's unusable, so my perspective of the dragon fight is lost to the void. Literally, speaking of lost to the void, I also died in the void and lost all my stuff. That got lost too. If you want to go check out the dragon fight, go ahead and check out the other Clovers channels down in the description, and they each have their own take on how the fight went, and I think it's really cool and you should go check them out anyway. They're really awesome. All right, I got a little bored. I think that this should probably be enough for now. We got a couple of regular logs, a bunch of stripped logs, and I already converted a bunch into planks, the amount that I need for this project. We're gonna be turning these stripped oak logs here into the shelves. So next item on the agenda is that I need to go get some spruce, which I actually have no idea which direction to go for that, so I'm gonna fly around until I find some spruce logs. Actually, I completely forgot that there is a ton of spruce already at the... Oh my goodness, look at this tower. This is so cool. Oh, Rue might have beaten me on the clock tower game. Oh, that's actually incredible. And land. There is only one spruce tree here currently. Let me double check how much I need real quick. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't need that much. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of these and then I'm gonna head over. Let me just say how much I enjoy being able to fly again. This is amazing. It doesn't take me any time at all to get back to my base from the industrial district now. All right, I'm gonna head over to, there's a trial chamber right over here, I believe, as denoted by this burning pillar. So I believe it's just straight down here. All right, I'm down in the trial chamber. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab up a ton of copper and then I'm going to be back. Oh, wait, no. I think it hasn't been like fully complete yet. Oh, I didn't bring my chest piece. Oh, I didn't bring any food. This might be a problem. I didn't mean to do this. No. No. Oh. Huge shout out to Ruin Snick for saving me. Thank you. First thing I want to do is clear out this floor here. I want to do kind of like just a path that goes like right across, and then maybe something like the middle, 1 2 3 4, and then 1 2 on that side, and we'll do the same thing on this side. And the reason I'm not filling up the bottom area down there just yet is because I actually have some plans that I want to do down there. All right, this is already looking much better than it was before. All right, now if I remember correctly, I wanted to do something like this. So like I would do shelves along the walls with the planks going like this. Something like this. And this would go all the way up each of the walls. So I'm gonna do that real quick. It's already looking a lot darker in here, and I've only done about half. All right, and done. So now that I've gone all the way up, I'm gonna get some lights because it's low-key kind of dark up here. I got some of the copper bulbs. I'm gonna put some of those in there and turn them on. That should do the trick. So I'm just gonna bring these up to the top and turn them on. And there you go, there's one. And the button dropped all the way to the bottom. You know what? I have plenty of wood. I'm just gonna craft some more buttons. Place all these in. And then I wanted to put stairs on these parts to like make it look like it's like curving into the top. I think I just want to block off this top section. I don't think I'm going to use it for anything. There's not much space up there anyway. The idea that I had is, I mentioned before that I want to use the, oh, that was close. That was close. I wanted to use the clock tower as my storage space, but you might be thinking, how am I going to fit a storage space in here? The thing is, I'm not. I'm going to put one underneath. So I'm going to get a piston door underneath these spots right here. And then it's going to open up and there's going to be a hidden storage space right underneath the clock tower. I've been having to learn a whole lot of redstone recently. I've thought I might as well put it to use. All right, and now the top is fully sealed. So now that that's done, I am actually going to start making some gears and stuff that go on the inside. And I'm thinking about making little like noisemakers, to give it some tick-tock sounds, tick-tock, tick-tock. We're going to make some gears and things, and I got a couple of different ideas, which is why I went to the trial chamber to get all this copper. To kind of show y'all what I was talking about, I'm gonna craft up something real quick. All right, so here's kind of what I was thinking. So we would have something that looks like this, and then we have our stairs, right? And we do go around it and we make some gears. And there we go. We got a big gear. Although I think for the big ones, to make it more clear, we can do the solid copper. I'm gonna make some small one that uses the cut copper. Something like this. Something like this would do. And then I also wanted to make some different color gears. I was thinking andesite might look good, but I actually don't have any as of right now. So I'm gonna go and grab some of that. I don't think I need too much, maybe like a stack should be fine. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick. It just so happens on my mind I have a little thing of andesite right here. All right, the goal with the gears is just to make this top section look cluttered but also useful. So I want it to look like the clock has a bunch of gears and stuff, that chains and things that are looping into each other with like rods that go from side to side into each of the gears, that it all looks like it's, you know, cohesive enough that it's a believable clock tower. I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on that, and I'll just give you guys progress updates as I go. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do a little time lapse for this because this shouldn't take me too long, and I'm not gonna think about it too hard. I'm just gonna start placing some blocks and making sure it looks like gears. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, the inside is done, and you would not believe the amount of times I have fallen down to the ground while doing this. I have eaten so much bread in the past couple hours. Actually, I don't think this took hours. I think I'm actually not sure. I wasn't looking at the time. But either way, this is done. I got my gears in. They're all connected up. I got my little pendulum. I might replace this with like a bell if I can find like a villager bell at some point. I did some grindstones with some chains that link all the way up and around. So like this one's connected to that gear, which is connected to this gear, which is also connected to that chain, which is connected to this gear, which turns this gear, which turns that gear, which turns this gear and this gear. And a lot of clock stuff and things going on. And the next thing that I wanted to do is actually start working on the storage system. So I wanted to have this bit right here open up and then come down. So like this would be a 2x2 piston door thing that like drops down, and then I would have it lead out. Or maybe I can find a way to like launch myself back up and out. I'll have to figure that out. But first, we're gonna go ahead and get started with making this into the piston door. And for that, we're gonna go ahead and clear out some space down here, and then we'll fill it back up as necessary. Right now, I got some room. I think what I want is I want to put the lever here, and that way I can walk in, you know, slap the lever, and then it opens up. Oh, what? What does that do? Oh, forgot that was a feature. I might remove some of these and then replace them with something to like cover it up. But for now, I want the lever to be right here, and then that will open up the piston door. So this is going to be where like the redstone comes down and then activates the door. All right, I think I wired the first side up correctly. So if I hit this switch, yep, it'll come up, and then it will automatically hide itself when it's closed. So this is in closed state. It's actually a neat benefit of the little trapdoor hiding spot. So then if I flick this again, yep, it'll open back up. So I'm just gonna hook up the other side now. It was at this point that Hyver showed up, and though there's no sound for him, it was too funny to leave out. Ignore this. This is not anything important. No. It's not a trap. It's not a trap. That much I can say for certain. Yeah, it's not going up. Here, come down here. I just hooked it up. Do you want to hit the button? Go ahead. It's not harmful. When I like that when you close it, the trapdoor closes itself. The top of this tower is purely decorative. Yeah, I'm gonna put my storage system under the clock tower. Oh, I love it. Something about pistons just makes my brain itch in a good way. So now I just need to dig out a storage space and then come up with a way out. Maybe I'll go and collect a bunch of wind charges and then make a wind charge chamber down there to blast me back up and out. I've got some stuff in the works to turn this little water bay into a whole town. That's gonna be my next project after I get this storage system done. If you come over here, follow me. Okay, so you see where my clock tower is, right? And you see where those trees are at the top corner of that cliff? I want to cover all of everything in between that. Not this far back, but I do want to make this area look more like green at some point. We already have a bee on this server. We can't have two. Too many bees. That's it. I'm telling bee man. I don't speak English. Buzz. All right, see ya. All right, so here's the current plan. So we open up the trapdoor, right? And it lets us down. And right now I just have a straight drop. It'll open up into this room that I just cleared. I'm gonna decorate it up, kind of make the ceiling like kind of like a dome. I think something cool that I could do is see if I can find some like skulk or something and make the ceiling look like it's like stars or something. I feel like that would be really neat. And then on the underside, I'm gonna make the floor out of glass, and then under that, it's gonna go down further. And then there's gonna be like gears and stuff on the inside, in between the glass and the extra floor that's at the bottom. On the walls here will be where all of the storage goes. At some point, I'm gonna wanna make like a automatic sorting system for this. I don't think it'll have to be too fancy, but if I can figure out a way to sort my items into different like categories and then have them sent into the chests that are going to be up against each of the walls, I think that would be really cool. And I'll probably do it some like super simple, like this side is like wood related blocks, this side is stone related blocks, and then this side is miscellaneous things and stuff. So anything else that doesn't fall into the first two building categories, I think that should work out just fine. All right, so I'm building this, yeah, and I think I kind of want to use a little more spruce wood in this bottom section. I'm adding some the deep slate because I don't know, I like how dark it looks in contrast to the andesite. And so for the sides of these are where the chests are going to be, and I want to dig them out a little more so that there's enough space to like walk up, be able to walk in and get up to whichever chest that you want to get into. So each storage unit has a little more depth, if that makes sense. And to give you guys kind of like an idea of what I mean by that is, so I'm gonna have the chest in like this, and I'm gonna do some more right here. So then it will look something like this. 2 rows of chests here, 2 here, and then 2 on this side as well. And then so I'll just have a lot of room for storage in each like section. So I'm gonna do that here, there, and there. You know, having a beacon would make this so much faster. I should really get on that next episode. All right, so this is kind of what I was thinking for the individual like storage sections. I think it looks really good. I like the shroom lights underneath the copper grates. I think that gives off like a nice lighting, but it's also like depth at the same time. And I was gonna put some in between them as well. And I think before I go ahead and finish the other ones, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Skulk, and it's over at High Moon's base. So I'm gonna head that direction. And actually before that, we're gonna go visit Mr. E, because I hear he has something very important to me. As you all know, my shirt here is green, but if you look at my channel logo, my shirt is red. So at the beginning of this series, I jumped into a weird pool of sorts, and it made my shirt turn from red to green. And it's been kind of stinky ever since. And Mr. E here has discovered a way to turn it back. Hello, my friend. So I hear that you made a car wash for players. So how does it work? Ew. So a shower? Drive-in shower, bet. You mind showing me how it works? Oh, I see. There it is. Welcome to the wash house. Enter by minecart from either end to wash your dirty self. This machine works off a bit of redstone and a lot of magic. Oh, interesting. So the minecart's in here. I guess I'll put my clothes in there. Why not? Which side is the enter? Oh, yeah. I know how to read. All right, so hopefully this will take the green out of my shirt. That'll be really nice. All right, so I hop in. Wish me luck. And go. Ooh, the water's nice. Oh, no, it's cold. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, the dryer cycle. Here we go. Oh, that's hot. That's hot air. Ah! Whoa! My shirt! It's red again. Oh, it smells so nice and fresh. Like cheese. Oh, you know. I might just always smell like cheese. Well, look at me. I got my red shirt. Neat. Now I know where to go if I ever need a shower. Oh, hey guys, look, it's Ivorous. Buzz, buzz, it's a bee. And to go ahead and wrap up this episode, I'm going to finish up the interior of the storage room. And it's just going to be a little time lapse just so we can get it done. And here we go. Man, it's dangerous out here. There's skeletons and everything. I should probably put a bed, like, somewhere inside the storage. Because it keeps turning nighttime and I walk out and my front door here actually got blown up by a creeper. And I did fix it. So, it's all good now. But, yeah. The inside of the storage unit is completely done. And I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. So, we got the tower. Looks good from the outside. Now, it looks good from the inside. And we have our door that leads to our storage. And we can just kind of float down with the elytra. We got the gears and such on the inside. I might add one more to fill in this like empty space right here. Because on this side it's super busy. Yeah, I'll probably do that in between episodes. And that is cobblestone. I need to change that out. Here on the left side, we've got our earth storage. So that's like cobblestone, dirt, deep slate, gravel, sand, dripstone, all that. On the right side, we have our natural storage. So that's stuff like wood. We have all the different wood variants. So we have all these. And then we also have like plants and stuff. So like things that can grow. So saplings, seeds, and whatnot. A birch sign. Those don't grow. And then we have our miscellaneous storage. So this is just everything else. We got bone blocks. We got copper. We got potions. We got random things. This is truly the miscellaneous box. This one right here is the junk drawer that everyone has in their kitchen, that honestly things just pile up and you never use them, but they just stay there for years and years because, you know, maybe one day I'll need a Bane of Arthropods 2 enchanted book. That will never happen. And then we have our materials, glass and wool, and there's all kinds of other stuff, concrete, skulk. And I actually really like how it all turned out. I'm in love with the ceiling. I'm so glad I spent the extra time going to hunt down some skulk to put in the glowing like star ceiling. And it looks super, super good. And yeah, that makes our storage unit completely done, except for the fact that the only way out currently is to fly out. Ow. And as you can see, that does a significant amount of damage to myself trying to get in and out. But that's a problem for me to work out in between episodes, and I'll give you guys an update on that later. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I know the sound has been a little bit iffy on this episode, so thank you for sticking around through the awkward silences with the other players that I interacted with. Everything should be fixed by this point in the video. I think I figured out a fix, and it should all be good for the next episode. Speaking of next episode, we're going to be working just down there, right above my head. That is where we are going to be beginning the start of the Mediterranean town, and it's going to be really awesome. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Bye.